Are you ready to break free from the doubts and limits holding you back? Welcome to Embrace Your Value, where therapy meets coaching to help you unlock your true worth and take control of your life.
Hi, I'm Kristen, a trauma therapist dedicated to helping you heal, break old patterns, and reclaim your power.
And I'm Jen, your support coach, here to show you how to set fierce boundaries, embrace self-compassion, and step boldly into the life you deserve.
So whether you're stuck in self-doubt or feeling lost, know this: your value isn't up for negotiation. It's time to own it.
Every week, we tackle real issues that challenge, inspire, and empower you to live with purpose and confidence.
So grab your favorite drink, take a deep breath, and let's get started.
Because you're not here to play small. It's time to embrace your value.
Welcome back to Embrace Your Value. I'm Kristen Burrus, your trauma therapist.
And I'm Jen Anderson, your beliefs and boundaries specialist and coach.
Today, we're talking about anger. And honestly, this is a conversation I wish more women were having in a healthy, grounded way. Because so many people, men and women, were taught that anger is dangerous, disrespectful, dramatic, or something to avoid completely. But in therapy, I look at anger very differently. I look at it as information.
I'm really glad you're leading this one because I think this topic gets misunderstood so often, especially from women who were praised for being calm, agreeable, or just easy to get along with.
Exactly. A lot of women learned how to suppress anger long before they learned how to understand it. And when emotions are consistently pushed down, they don't disappear. They just come out in different ways later. So one of the things I try to help clients understand is that anger itself is not bad. Anger is an emotion. All the emotions are okay. We can have any and all of them. It's about how long do we let them sit around and how tightly do we hold on to them. Emotions carry information about our internal experience. Now, harmful behaviors connected to anger can absolutely create damage, but the feeling itself is not something that we need to shame.
That distinction feels really important because I think many women hear anger and immediately picture yelling, conflict, or just losing control.
Exactly. But anger, especially in women, shows up quietly. It can sound like, I'm exhausted. I'm resentful. I feel invisible. I'm tired of carrying everything. Sometimes anger is simply the nervous system recognizing that something feels unfair, unsafe, or emotionally costly.
Kristen, why do you think so many women struggle to even recognize anger in themselves?
Because many women were conditioned very early to prioritize connection over honesty, something that we've talked about before with people pleasing, with overfunctioning. If expressing anger as a child led to punishment, rejection, emotional withdrawal, or conflict growing up, the nervous system adapts. So instead of feeling anger directly, many women become hyper-accommodating, anxious, over-explaining, emotionally shut down, or people-pleasing. The anger still exists. It's just redirected.
Makes so much sense. I think a lot of women listening probably identify more with overwhelm than anger.
Absolutely, especially women who've spent years ignoring their own needs.
Yeah, this is where I see a huge connection to boundaries because resentment usually doesn't appear out of nowhere.
So true. Resentment is often accumulated boundary violations. It happens when someone continually overrides themselves, says yes when they mean no, or carries emotional responsibility that does not belong to them.
That really connects to the women that I work with too. So many of them are the dependable one, the fixer, the emotional support person for everyone else. And eventually their body and emotions start signaling this pace isn't sustainable anymore.
Yes. And anger can actually be one of the first emotions that attempts to protect the self. So anger is a signal, which is what I said before. When I work with clients, I try to encourage curiosity before judgment. Instead of, I shouldn't feel this, we explore what might this emotion be trying to tell me? Because anger may be signaling one of many things: a crossed boundary, grief, emotional exhaustion, unmet needs, feeling powerless, feeling unseen, chronic self-abandonment, fear, loss.
Yeah, that's such a good reframe because it moves women away from self-criticism and towards self-awareness. I think some women are scared of anger because they've witnessed unhealthy anger before. What are your thoughts around that, Kristen?
Oh, absolutely. If someone grew up around explosive behavior, addiction, unpredictability, criticism, or emotional volatility, anger can feel very unsafe. So they disconnect from it completely. That healthy anger and destructive anger are not the same thing. Healthy anger can help people recognize limits, advocate for themselves, and protect their emotional well-being.
Feels incredibly important because I know women who can advocate fiercely for everyone else, but freeze when it comes to themselves. And I actually used to be one of them.
I think a lot of us used to be one of them, Jeff.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
that I've done that too.
Yeah.
So if you're listening and you notice anger coming up this week, I'd like to encourage you to pause before dismissing it. Maybe ask yourself, what feels emotionally heavy right now in my life? Where do I feel unseen or overextended? What needs keep getting pushed aside? Mine? Yeah, probably. What boundary may need attention? Awareness creates choice.
And I think this connects so deeply to self-trust too, because sometimes choosing yourself starts with finally acknowledging what you've been feeling all along.
Yes, self-trust is so very important because when we can recognize what's going on, that's how we break the patterns. So listeners, hear this. Feeling anger does not make you bad. It does not make you a person that people don't want to be around, depending on how you express it. It just makes you human. And emotions often become much less overwhelming when we stop fighting them, pushing them down, pushing them aside, ignoring them, and just start understanding them.
Maybe anger isn't always asking you to explode. Maybe sometimes it's simply asking you to listen to yourself more honestly.
Thank you for being here with us today. We know this topic can bring up a lot, and we hope this conversation gave you a gentler perspective on emotions you may have judged in yourself.
This episode resonated with you. We'd love for you to share it with somebody who may need this conversation too. And if you have the capabilities, we'd love for you to leave us a review either on Apple Podcast or 5 stars on Spotify.
And come connect with us online. We always love hearing what topics are landing with you.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you for being here with us today.
If today's episode hit home, don't just keep it to yourself. Subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Because everyone deserves to know their worth.
Next week, we're diving even deeper with more insights and tools to help you break free from limitations and live authentically.
Until then, keep raising your standards, owning your worth, and embracing your value.